Hello everyone. Good evening my dear students. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸುಸ್ವಾಗತ. ಇದು ವಂಡರ್ಫುಲ್ ಲರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ಲಾಟ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ PW ಕನ್ನಡ ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್ ಚಾನಲ್ಗೆ. ಹೆಂಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್? ಹೌ ಆರ್ ಯು ಆಲ್? ಐ ಹೋಪ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ವೆಲ್. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಸೊ ಇದು ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಯಥಾರ್ಥ ಬ್ಯಾಚ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ 9 ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಈ ಬ್ಯಾಚ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಚ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಯುವರ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದರ್, ಫೈನ್, ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾಥ್ಸ್, ಈ ಎರಡು ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಸೊ ಮ್ಯಾಥ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಆಗಿ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಡೂ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಲೆಕ್ಚರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದೇರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಒನ್ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಲೆಕ್ಚರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ಒನ್ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಲೆಕ್ಚರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಇವತ್ತು ಈ ಲೆಕ್ಚರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಇನ್ ಟುಡೇಸ್ ಲೆಕ್ಚರ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಕವರ್ ದಿಸ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಫೈನ್, ನಂಬರ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಈ ನಂಬರ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಇನ್ ಯೋರ್ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್, ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್, ನಿಮ್ದು ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಒನ್ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಫೈನ್, ಎಸ್, ಇದನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಪ್ಪ, ಏನ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ದ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಅಟ್ 4 o'clock ಅಂಡ್ ಎಂಡ್ ದ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಅಟ್ 6 o'clock, 6:30, 8 o'clock. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಅನುಸಾರ ನೀವು ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋನ ನೋಡಬಹುದು. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಫೀಲ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಟಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಸ್ಲೋ, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ವಾಚ್ ಇಟ್ ಇನ್ 1.25x ಸ್ಪೀಡ್. If you feel that I am doing it very fast, you can watch it in 0.5x speed. Okay, clear students? ಸೊ ಹಂಗಿದ್ರೆ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಈ ಲೆಕ್ಚರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ನಾನು ನಂಬರ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಅನ್ನ ಒನ್ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಅಲಾಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಈ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದೆ, ಇವಾಗ ನೋಡಿ, ನಾವು ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಲ್ವಾ, ಇದು ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಈ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಅಬ್ಸಲ್ಯೂಟ್ಲಿ ಫ್ರೀ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅವೈಲೇಬಲ್ ಇದೆ. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಅವೈಲೇಬಲ್ ಇದೆ? ಈ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಿ. ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನೀವು ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ, okay, yes, fine, look at this students. Okay, exploring the batch, ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್ ಯು ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಗೋ ಟು ದ ಪ್ಲೇ ಸ್ಟೋರ್. ಓಕೆ, ನೀವು ಪ್ಲೇ ಸ್ಟೋರಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ, ಯು ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಗೋ ಟು ದ ಪ್ಲೇ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡೌನ್ಲೋಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಆಪ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿ ಪ್ಲೇ ಸ್ಟೋರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಅ ಮಿನಿಟ್. ಎಸ್, ಪ್ಲೇ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಇಂದ ಈ ಆಪ್ ಅನ್ನ ಡೌನ್ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಫೈನ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ PW. ಒನ್ಸ್ ಈ ಆ್ಯಪ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೀವು ಡೌನ್ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, PW ಆ್ಯಪ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೀವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಫ್ರೀ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ನಂಬರನ್ನು ಹಾಕಿ, ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ನಂಬರನ್ನು ಲಾಗಿನ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಲಾಗಿನ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಎಕ್ಸೆಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಚ್. ಎಕ್ಸೆಸ್ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಮಾಡೋದು ಸರ್? ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಗೋ ಟು ದ ಪ್ಲೇ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಗೋ ಟು ದ ಪ್ಲೇ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸರ್ಚ್ ಯಥಾರ್ಥ ಕನ್ನಡ ಅಂತ ಸರ್ಚ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಓಕೆ, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸರ್ಚ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಯಥಾರ್ಥ ಕನ್ನಡ ಆರ್ ಯಥಾರ್ಥ ಕನ್ನಡ 2.0 ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಸರ್ಚ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಓಕೆ, ಯಥಾರ್ಥ ಕನ್ನಡ 2.0. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಯ್ತು? ನಾ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ 9th ಬ್ಯಾಚ್ ಇದು ನೋಡಿ, ಫ್ರೀ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ಇದೆ. ಫ್ರೀ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ನೀವು ಈ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನು ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್, ವಾಟ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದರ್, ಫೈನ್, ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರೆಫರ್. ಅಲಾಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ನಿಮ್ಮದು DPP ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು ನೋಡಿ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಇವಾಗ. ಎಸ್, ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಇನ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ you'll get to know that course duration ಏನಿದೆ, ವ್ಯಾಲಿಡಿಟಿ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ, ಫೈನ್, ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೆಕ್ಚರ್ಸ್, ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್, ಅಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ you'll get to know what all things are included in this batches. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಯ್ತು? ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಟಕ್ ಅಂತ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಓಪನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಯಥಾರ್ಥ 2.0 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್? ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಸಿ, ಫೈನ್, ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್, ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್, ಮ್ಯಾಥ್ಸ್, ಬಯಾಲಜಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಆನ್ ಮ್ಯಾಥ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಫೈನ್, ಈ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದೇರ್, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್, ವಾಟ್ ಆಲ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಚ್ ನೀವು ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ, ಫೈನ್, ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ನೋಟ್ಸ್, ಫೈನ್, ನೋಟ್ಸ್, and then we will also get about DPPs of each topic. Clear? With this students, ist idea nim clear adre, we let us move on to your topic over here. Topics to be covered. Ivattu ನಾವು ಏನು ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಹಿಯರ್, ಫೈನ್, ಎಸ್, ಲುಕ್ ಆಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಂಟ್ರಡಕ್ಷನ್ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ 8th ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಏನು ಬೇಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಲ್ತಿರ್ತೀರಾ, ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಲುಕ್ ಫಾರ್ ಇಂಟ್ರಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್. ವಿಲ್ ಸಿ ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ irrational numbers over here, ವಿಲ್ ಸಿ real numbers and their decimal expansion over here, ವಿಲ್ ಸಿ operations on real numbers, and we'll also see laws of exponents of real numbers. Okay, ಇದು ನಿಮ್ದು 5 ಇರಬೇಕಿತ್ತು, this is 5 over here. Clear students? This all 5 topics are there. ಈ 5 topics ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಒನ್ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಗಿಸ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಮಾಡೇಬೇಕು. ಫೈನ್, ವಿತ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ತಡ ಮಾಡೋದು ಬೇಡ. ಹಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ಬನ್ನಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಎಸ್, ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಲುಕ್ ಅಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಟುಡೇ ಇಂಟ್ರಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು? ನಮ್ಮ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಹೆಸರು ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಏನಿದೆ, ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅವರ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ನೇಮ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್? ಅವರ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ನೇಮ್ ಇಸ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ? ಅವರ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ನೇಮ್ ಇಸ್ ನಂಬರ್ system. So in this number system, what we are going to deal with? Okay, fine. So first of all, num number system basic agi start agodu. Our number system basically will start with n. N is nothing but what? Natural numbers. Clear? Natural numbers. So ee natural numbers alli enagutte? What all do we get in natural numbers, students, over here? It is nothing but we get the values as 0, starting from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so on. This is what we get in the natural number set. Clear alla? In the natural number set, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so on up till infinity. Ade riti after natural number set comes the whole number set. Whole number set enagutte? Yes, whole numbers. In whole number, students, we take all the numbers of the natural numbers with one extra number over here, starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. Clear? Idu whole numbers ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಇವಾಗ ನೀವು ತಿಳ್ಕೊತಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಸರ್ ಬರೀ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಯಾಕೆ ತಗೋತಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. ನೋಡಿ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಓವರ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಸ್, yes, fine, we have natural numbers ಆಯಿತು, whole numbers ಆಯಿತು. After that we will take NW ಆದಮೇಲೆ we can go to integer set. ಇಂಟೀಜರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ z ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ರಿಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಆರ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ರಿಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಬೈ ಐ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಓಕೆ, ಈ ರೀತಿ. ಸೊ ಇಂಟೀಜರ್ ಸೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್? 0 ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಆರ್ ಮೈನಸ್ 1 ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಆರ್ ಮೈನಸ್ 2 ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಆರ್ ಮೈನಸ್ 3 and so on. So this is your z or integer set. Clear idu? After integer set we have rational numbers. Here different set barutte. One is rational numbers, students, another one is irrational. Sir, rational number alli ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ the numbers of this kind. Okay, that is of what kind? 2 by 3. Clear? 4 by 5, correct? 6 by 7, fine. And all the other numbers over here, 1 by 2, fine, 100 by 1001 and all these numbers over here. Sir, ಏನare general representation ಇದೆಯಾ? Yes, definitely students, you will be studying about the general representation. Do you people have idea about any general representation of these sets? Okay, so we will go to the definition of rational numbers over here. First of all, nodi. Clear? So first thing we have over here is our rational numbers. Fine, pennana change ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡೋಣ. Okay, yes, rational numbers. Yes, so if you see students over here, the numbers, fine, okay, just a minute. Yes, so the numbers that can be, okay, the numbers that can be expressed, the numbers that can be expressed in P by Q form, the numbers that can be expressed in P by Q form where P and Q are integers. Okay, where P and Q are integers. Okay, the numbers that can be expressed in the P by Q form where P and Q are integers and Q is not equals to 0 are called rational numbers. Okay, are called as your rational numbers. These students, so it is denoted by what symbol now? If we see how it is denoted by the symbol Q over here. Okay, Q ಅನ್ನ represent ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Clear? Whatever the rational number set is there, it is denoted by the symbol what? Q over here. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ we have irrational numbers. Okay, in the same format we have irrational numbers. Irrational numbers. Okay, so what is meant by irrational numbers now over here? Yes, look at this. Yes, the numbers the numbers that cannot be expressed. Clear? That the numbers that cannot be expressed in p by q form. Okay, ಯಾವುದು numbers ಇದೆ, if we cannot express in p by q form, p and q form, p by q form ಅಲ್ಲಿ express ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ rational numbers ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. If we are not able to express in p by q forms, it will be called as what? Irrational numbers are called irrational numbers. Clear? ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋಗಿ again you will going to be detailed, we are going to discuss about this in this topic. Okay, ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, what will happen over here, this all things we are going to discuss. Okay, are called as irrational numbers. Fine. Yes, now when we talk how it is denoted, it is denoted by q complement. Okay, ಈ ರೀತಿ q dash. Fine. Clear students? ಇಷ್ಟು ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ರಾಷನಲ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇರ್ರಾಷನಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಓವರ್ ಇಯರ್, ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ರೀಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ನಾವು ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದಿಸ್ ಹೋಲ್ ಟುಗೆದರ್, ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ಫೈನ್ ದೇರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಹೆಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ. ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ದು ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಇದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನೀವಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸಿಸ್ಟರ್, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಬ್ರದರ್, ಫೈನ್, ಯೋರ್ ಮದರ್, ಅಂಕಲ್, ಆಂಟಿ, ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಫಾದರ್, ಫೈನ್, ಇವರೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡಿಸಿ one main member will come, that is nothing but what? Grandfather, who will represent that family. So in this family also we have our grandfather, who is given by the name, fine, real numbers. Fine, real numbers. Nodi illi. Yes. Fine, we have the real numbers students over here. Real numbers andre enu? Fine, the numbers along with rational, okay, rational and irrational numbers. Okay, the numbers along with rational and irrational numbers are called real numbers. Okay, are called real numbers. Fine students, clear ಆಯ್ತು? Yes, if it is like this, then how we will see? ನೋಡಿ, the numbers along with rational numbers, rational numbers ತಗೋಬೇಕು, irrational number ತಗೋಬೇಕು. If we combine all of them together, we'll get a new set of numbers, and that new set of numbers is called as what? Real number. Okay, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಈ ರಿಯಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಈ ನಂಬರ್ ಲೈನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ರಿಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? whatever this numbers are there, real numbers, we can express them in the form of what? Real numbers over here, that is on the form of number line over here. Number line andre enu ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, here it will be 0 na, correct? Yes, this is 0 over here students, 0. Here we have 1, here we have 2, 3, 4, 5. Clear? ಇದೇನಾಯ್ತು? whole numbers ಆಯ್ತು. If you look only for this, these are your natural numbers. 0 include ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ whole numbers ಆಯ್ತು. If I include the negative numbers, that is -1, -2, -3, -4 and so on. Okay, these are integers now. Now in between this integer students, I can include what? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 1/2 ಬರ್ತದ. This is 1/2. Here somewhere we can take 2 by yes, we can take it as 3/2. Correct? Again in between this I can take 1/3 over here, 1/3. So ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾವ ನಿಮ್ದ? This all the numbers will be nothing but what? Real numbers. Root 2 ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ sir. This will be rational numbers, root 2 over here somewhere, correct? ಈ ರೀತಿ theta ನಿಮಗೆ. Fine, we can take root 5 also, root 5 will come over here, theta. So all these numbers, students, which include your natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, rationals, irrationals, complete e line ಏನದ, we call this line as a new name, that is nothing but real number line. Clear? This we call it as real number line. Fine, starting from minus infinity to infinity. Okay, clear aidu? Is this clear for everyone? Fine, the numbers along with rationals and irrational numbers are called as nothing but what? The numbers, whatever numbers are there along with rational and irrational numbers are called as real numbers. One flowchart anna nodona. Okay, let us look at a flowchart over here. Nim clear agi gottagutte. Okay, yes. Now whatever this smallest circle is there, one circle anna construct ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀನಿ. This is nothing but your set of natural numbers. Natural numbers set ada, yes or no? So which is having the elements as nothing but what? It will have the elements as 1, 2, 3 and so on. Clear? Idu one set aita. After this natural number set, we have another big set taking this set over here. Okay, and this is, we can tell that this is your whole number set, W. Clear? Yes, we have W whole number set over here, which is nothing but again 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. Whole number set aita. After whole number set, nodi, every whole number is a every natural number is a whole number. ಹೌದೇನಿಲ್ಲ? Every natural number is a whole number. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ students, we can take this set now, another bigger set compared to this, which is nothing but what? Integer set. Z ಅಂತ ತಗೋಬಹುದು, yes or no? So Z is equals to, we have 0 plus or minus 1 plus or minus 2 and so on. Clear? Integer set ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ we can take another bigger set which is containing the integers also. We can take this set, correct alla? We can take this set also, which is nothing but what? Having yes, rational numbers, Q set, which can be expressed in the form of what? P by Q. Okay, such that P comma Q belongs to the integers, are integers, and Q value is not equals to 0. ಈಗ irrational number set ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೋಬಹುದಾ? Sir, can we take irrational set over here? No students, definitely irrational sets are nothing but what? Different kind of set adava. So we are taking a different set over here, which are nothing but what? Q complement. Okay, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಸರು ಏನಂತ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ? We give it as Q complement. Fine, and that cannot be expressed, that cannot be expressed, okay, expressed in P by Q form. Okay, ಇದನ್ನ P by Q form ಅಲ್ಲಿ express ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. So such numbers we call it as what? Irrational numbers. Now taking this whole numbers, that is N, W, Z and Q and Q complement, combining this all together, that is all together, sorry, combining them all together like this. Okay, ಈ ರೀತಿ we can form one large set. Sorry, we can form a large set over here. Yes, let me fill the color, it will, yeah, okay. Yes, combining this whole set, students, combining this whole set, okay, change the pen color. Yes, combining this whole set, we get the set of what? R, and this set R is called as what? Real number set. Real number set. Okay na idu? Is this okay for everyone? Combining this whole set together, we get a new set, and this new set we call it as what? Real number set. I hope it is clear now. Okay, whatever we are discussing, I hope it is clear. Artha aita? Did you people understand this? In confusion idra kelri illi? Yes, you can look at the one slide, whatever is there, students. Fine. So if we see one quick revision now madidre illi, fine. Number line and its representation we saw. How can we do the number line and its representation? This itself is the number line and its representation. Fine. We can take this number line. Whatever this number line is there, we can take this number line. Fine. Yes, we can take this number line over here. And on this number line, students, we can map the points over here. This is 0. Okay. On both the sides, we can take this as 1, this as 2, and this as 3, so on. E kadenu we can take as -1, -2, -3, and so on. Clear? In between this, we can plot the irrationals and rationals also. Correct? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ದು irrational numbers ಬರ್ತಾವ. Irrationals, rationals both, irrational, rational both. Infinite, rationals and irrationals. Clear? So yes, that's it. Theta nimge number line and its representation. Coming to the next part over here, students, let us try to solve this question over here. Yes. Are the following statements true or false? Give reasons for your answer. Yes. Nodri idu. You need to tell whether this whatever sets are there, whatever we have written here, are the following statements true or false. You need to also give the reason over here. Okay. Done. How can we do this? ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು? Here they are telling that every whole number is a natural number. Every whole number is a natural number. True or false, students? True ada in false ada? Fast agi helri. Whatever the numbers are there, is every whole number a natural number? First one. First one statement is false. Whatever the first statement is there, it is false. Reason enada? The ultimate reason for this is nothing but what, students? We can tell that, fine, 0 is a whole number. 0 is a whole number, but not a natural number. Okay, not a natural number. Clear? So every whole number cannot be a natural number. Artha aita? Haudenilla? Ishta ರೀ. We know that 0 is a whole number, but it is not a natural number. Hence, we know that every whole number is not a natural number. Clear? Next, second statement over here, students. Nodri. Every integer is a rational number. Anatar. Every integer is there. It is a rational number. Is it true? Yes, it is true, students. Fine. True. Again, what is the reason, sir? Why you are telling it as true? So if you see over here, fine, every number, every integer can be expressed, fine, every integer can be expressed, okay, it bhal sandata, correct, every integer can be expressed in p by q form. So that is the reason. Correct? 2 anna tagori. Okay. Here I am explaining you. Look at this statement 2. Here we are continuing it. 2 can be expressed in the form of what? 2 by 1. 3 can be expressed in the form of what? 3 by 1. 5 can be expressed in the form of what? 5 by 1. So on. Negative tagobeka. -3 can be expressed in -3 by 1 form. -4 can be expressed in the form of -4 by 1. So every integer whatever is there can be expressed in p by q form. Clear? So definitely it will be what? Every integer is a rational number. It is true. Last statement, let us go. Third statement, nodri in helikattada. Yes. Third statement, they are telling that every rational number is an integer. Every rational number is an integer. Is it true, students? No, it is false. Reason? What is the reason over here? Every rational number is an integer. What is the reason over here? Tell me fast. Correct? Nodri. Simple example is, we can tell that 1 by 2 is a rational but not an integer. Okay. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ thickness ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಇದರದ. Yes. 1 by 2 is a rational but not an integer. Clear for everyone? For that reason, every rational number cannot be integer. False ada. Okay, done. Very nice. Next, we have the difference between rationals and irrational numbers over here. Okay, clear students? Yes. Madri nodonu. Try to do this. Yeah, sorry, just a minute. I'll check whether the tools are available or not. Fine. Yes, tools available illa students illi. Yes, because next question ig nange bekitta. No worries. So if you see over here, we need the definition of rational numbers. Just now we studied one quick revision and new madidre illi. We know that rational numbers. What are rational numbers, students? Fine. Yes. Look at this without any confusion. We will define rational numbers. I think the previous pen, whatever was there, that itself was correct. Yes, let us use this pen only. Can reduce it little bit. Okay, you can make it 15. Yeah. So the numbers, the definition says that the numbers that can be expressed, okay, the numbers that can be expressed in p by q form, okay, the numbers that can be expressed in p by q form are called rational numbers. Okay, because main topic irodu either rational, irrational ಮತ್ತು real numbers ಬಗ್ಗೆ. Fine, ಇದು ಒಂದು definition ಕಲಿತೀರಿ ನೀವು. Whatever this is there, one part of the definition you will study. Another part of the definition you will study on later. When we proceed with this topic, ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಹೆಂಗೆ bifurcate ಮಾಡೋದ, that you will study, students. Okay. Now if you see over here, whatever this is there are called as rational numbers provided, okay, p by q form. Along with this, students, the numbers that can be expressed in p by q form, where p and q are integers and q is not equal to 0. Okay, p by q form where p and q are integers and q is not equals to 0, then whatever these numbers are there, students, are called as what? Your rational numbers. The numbers that can be expressed in p by q form, p and q are integers and q is not equals to 0, are called as rational numbers. Notation already ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ. Along with that, students, what are your irrational numbers now? Irrational numbers. Clear? The numbers that cannot be expressed. Fine. Yes. Fine. The numbers that cannot be expressed. The numbers that cannot be expressed in p by q form. p by q form ಅಲ್ಲಿ express ಮಾಡಕ್ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರ we call it as irrational numbers. Is it clear for you people? Next ಗೆ ಹೋಗೋಣ. Yes, next if we see, students, we have this question. We need to find three rational numbers between 1 and 2. Any three rational numbers we need to find. Number line construct ಮಾಡ್ರಿ basic ಆಗಿ. Okay, here we have 1, students, and here we have 2. Clear? Understood this? Now any three rational numbers they are telling, so what we can do is simple process ada ida construct ಮಾಡೋದ. Okay, yes, you people try to find. ನೋಡೋಣ ನಿಮ್ದು ಮತ್ತು ನಂದು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತೇನಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. Yes, try to do, students. You need to find any three rational numbers between 1 and 2. Any three rational numbers between 1 and 2. Yes. Did you get the answer? Did you get the answer, my dear students? Nimdu mat nande answer na match agbeka. Okay. How do we do this? Heng ಮಾಡೋದು sir? Please guide us. Okay. Look at this, students. Fine. Yes. Before going to this, ಎರಡು notes ಅನ್ನ ಬರೆಯೋಣ. However, the notes are there. Fine. ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅದ ಇದು. Understand the notes, students. Note. Yes. The first note says over here that between any two rationals there are infinite rational and irrational numbers. Okay. Between any two rationals there are infinite irrationals and rational numbers. Andre ena, whatever the rational numbers I am getting and whatever the rational numbers you are getting, definitely it need not be what? Unique, my dear students. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಸೆಟ್ ಆಫ್ ರಾಷನಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಸಿಗ್ಬೋದಾ, ನಂಗೆ ಒಂದು ಸೆಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇರ್ರಾಷನಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಸಿಗ್ಬೋದಾ? ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟೂಡ್? ನಂಗೆ ಒಂದು ಸೆಟ್ ಆಫ್ ರಾಷನಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಸಿಗ್ಬೋದಾ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸೆಟ್ ಆಫ್ ರಾಷನಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಸಿಗ್ಬೋದಾ? ಸೊ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಎನಿ ಟೂ ರಾಷನಲ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ಫೈನೈಟ್ ಇರ್ರಾಷನಲ್ಸು ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಇನ್ಫೈನೈಟ್ ರಾಷನಲ್ಸು ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಈ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತೆ ಟು ದ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ fine. Next note says that any rational number fine cannot be expressed uniquely. Andre many ways are there to express it. Okay, cannot be expressed uniquely. Clear? Fine, students. Yes. Now coming to this, we were talking about this. Fine. Idanantu beda namga. We have to do it by the theoretical method. Okay. Yes. Fine. How we are going to do this? Nodri iga. Look at this. Okay. Fine. We need to find three rational numbers. Find three rational numbers between 1 and 2. Okay. So how we are going to do this, students? If you look at this, we have the numbers as what? Given numbers are 1 and 2. Okay. So students, what we are going to do? Write down this number 1 and write down this number 2 over here. Okay. Again, madod sir, how do we do it next? So whatever this number is there, students, over here, you are going to multiply this. Okay. Whatever this number is there, fine. 1 and 2 nodu find ಮಾಡಬೇಕಲ್ಲ. So whatever 1 is there, can I write it down as? Fine. Look at this. 1 by 1. Now multiply this number by 4. Correct. And whatever 2 is there, 2 by 2 you can write it down. Sorry, 2 by 1 you can write it down. 2 anna 2 by 1 anta barri. 3 and multiply by 4 and by 4. Correct. Next step what you are going to do is ಇದನ್ನ increase ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತ ಹೋಗೋದು ಅಷ್ಟ. Fine. Did you people understand what we are going to do? We are going to increase the numerator over here. Numerator anna increase ಮಾಡಿ ಬರೀರಿ. Okay. So what will happen over here? We'll have 5 by 4 over here. Okay. Nodri numerator 4 by 4 adala, 5 by 4, 6 by 4, and then we have 7 by 4. So these are our three required rational numbers. Okay. Required rational numbers. Clear aidu? These are our three required rational numbers. Clear? Nodri ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ, whatever the numbers are there, 1 and 2 are the given numbers. Write 1 in the form of 1 by 1, 2 in the form of 2 by 1. Multiply by 4 and 4 and then go on increasing it. Sir, why you have done like this? Okay. Yes. Nodri ಇಲ್ಲಿ Fine. So if you do like this, students, I am giving you the steps over here according to the given in the textbook. Yes. Step 1. This is method to find rational numbers between two integers. Okay. Method to find rational numbers between two integers. Okay, between two integers. How we are going to do, students? Now hang madon idana. If you want to find method to find rational numbers between two integers, step 1, write down the integers in p by q form. Okay, p by q form alli ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. Step 2, multiply and divide the numbers by next higher number. Sorry, multiply and divide the number by next higher number. Okay, next higher number. Fine. And then step 3, students, step 3, what you have to do over here? Step 3, Anna, just you have to increase the numerator. That's it. So if you do this, you'll get the rational numbers between two integers. Clear aata? Increase the numerator. Not really. Ill 1 other, 2 by 1 other. 2 the next higher number new 3 nu tagobodu. You can multiply by divide by 3 also. Then it will be 3 by 3, 4 by 3, 5 by 3, 6 by 3. Clear? Okay. Yes. Fine. Or else you can multiply by what? 4 and 4, and then also you can do it, my dear students. Clear at the concept? Okay. Next, if we see over here, we have plotting irrational number on the number line. Okay, plotting irrational number on the number line. Simple as the concept, nothing you have to do, just draw the number line over here, students. I am explaining you the process. Okay, nodri ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, mark the points. Here you have 0, here you have 1. Clear? Measure ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ. Mark any point on this number line. If you are marking this, mark this as 0 over here and mark over here it as 1. Okay, scale tagonda, you need to take the scale over here. From here take the scale. Yes, take the scale, students. Scale tagonda mark ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, and here you will get nothing but what? 1 over here, 1 bartada. And again from here you need to mark, and then you will get 2 over here. Okay, 2 over here. Idu 1 banta, idu 2 banta. Now what you are going to do is, from here, students, you are going to keep the protractor. Fine, il protractor anna idri. Understand what I am telling. Protractor anna idtiri, you are going to mark 90 degrees over here. Suppose this is a 90-degree angle. Clear? Did you people understand this 90-degree angle? Now from here, keeping this scale, you are going to measure this, and after measuring, again 1 centimeter line you are going to draw it over here. Okay, 1 centimeter line you are going to draw it over here. Clear ada? Now take the compass, mark it over here, students. Join this both line. Join ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಇದನ್ನ. Okay, you are going to join this. After joining this, students, what you are going to do, you are going to keep your compass over here. Keep the compass over here. ಈ ರೀತಿ compass ತಗೊಂಡ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ನೀವು? Understand this. After taking the compass, you are going to just come and then you are going to mark like this. So you'll mark ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ you will get somewhere around here. Now this value, whatever is there, is root 2. Simple as that. Clear? This value, whatever is there, is root 2. Understood? Mark the first 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter line. After marking that, you are going to take the protractor, mark 90 degree, draw this 1 centimeter line, take the compass, measure this, keeping the compass over here, just mark the point here, whatever value you will get, it is the value of root 2. Clear aidu? Everyone understood this? Okay. So similarly we have next, just give me a minute. Yes, locate root 5 on the number line. So this you can do it as a practice problem. Okay, practice problem anta ನೀವು ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ನಮ್ಮ ಟೂಲ್ಸ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ಯಾವ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಲೆಕ್ಚರ್ನಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಮಾಡಿ ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ನಿ, ಇದನ್ನ ಬೇಕಿದ್ರೆ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಅದಾವ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ವೈಸ್. You look at that, you'll get a perfect idea how we need to do. But here what is happening is this, whatever tool is there, we have changed it, so it will become a bit difficult to explain it over here. Okay, but that is the intention how we are going to do it. Okay, do this in the next, yes, do this as the homework, my dear students. Clear? Next, real numbers and their decimal expansion. We have this topic now, real numbers and their decimal expansion. Correct? So what we have to do, we need to find the decimal expansion of these numbers. In numbers in kottidara, in numbers ada, we need to find the decimal expansion of this by long division method. Okay, long division method inda ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾ. Okay na? Clear idu? Yes. How we are going to do? ಹೆಂಗ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಇದನ್ನ? Yes, look at this students, we have 10 by 3 over here, 10 by 3. Clear? 10 by 3 anna long division method heng ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು. How do we do students over here? See, we take the 10 over here and then we take 3 over here. This is 10 and this is 3. Long division method start ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. 3 3s are 9. Subtract ಮಾಡಿದ್ರ we'll get 1 over here. Fine. We put a point over here because divide agangilla. This will be 0. Again 3 is a, it will be nothing but what, 9. Subtract, we'll get 1 over here. Again 3 is a, fine, because already point is there, 0 we can add. 3 is a, it will be 9. Subtract, we'll get 3. And this process will go on continuing. Observation ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತ ಹೋಗ್ರಿ. So 10 by 3, we can write it down in decimal expansion as 3.3333 and so on. Observation ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾ? Clear? Observation is necessary over here. So this is how we have got it. Correct alla? Next. Moving on to 7 by 8. 7 by 8. So 7 by 8 anna yav riti madona. Here we have 7 and we have 8 over here. Fine. First of all, divide agangilla. So we need to put 0 and then we put a point over here. So this is 0 over here. Clear? Okay. Yes. So 7 by 8 ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ method long ada. I think it won't fit over here, but yes, try ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡೋಣ. Yes. 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 So from here, 7, 8, 8s are 64. Yes, 8 8s are 64 we have. So if we subtract this, we'll get 6 over here. Fine, 6 ಬರ್ತಾದ, 60 ಬಂತ. Clear? Again 8 7s are 56 we have. So we get minus, if we do, we will get 4. Again already point is there, so in problem illa 0 illa hakona. 5s are, it will be nothing but what, 40. So if we subtract, it will be what, 0. So if you observe now students over here, observe madri idana, that is 7 by 8 will be equals to what, 0.875. Okay, 0.875. Is it clear for you people? Clear ಇದೆಯಾ ಇದು? 0.875. Fine. Now let us go on to the next one over here. Fine. Nodri, one by one explain ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. Now why it is necessary, you'll get to know. Clear? Yes. Fine. Look at this students over here. ನಮ್ಗೇನು ಗೊತ್ತದ? We need to find the last one, that is nothing but what we have is 1 by 7. 1 by 7. Clear? So 1 is there over here, 7 is there. Divide ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. Divisible ಆಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, so put a decimal point, 0. So 7 1s are 7. If we subtract, we'll get it as 3. Again, it will not be divisible, so 3 I will put. So 7, how much are? 7 4s are 28. Subtract madona. Again, we'll get nothing but what? 2 over here. Again, it will not be divisible, 0. 2s are 14. So if we subtract, we'll get nothing but what students? Nodri, ನೀವ observe ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. 20 minus 14 will be nothing but what, my dear students? It will be nothing but what? 6. Clear? Again, it will not be divisible, put 0. So 7 8s are 56. Again, subtract, we'll get 4 over here. Fine. Again, it is not divisible, put 0. 5s are 35. Again, subtract, we'll get 5 over here. Correct? Again not divisible, put a 0. So how much za? 7 8s are correct alla. 7 7 sevens are 49, 7 bartada 49. If we subtract over here, we are getting again 1 students. Nodri, same number banta what we had started. So if we put a 0 over here, again minus 7s are under 1s are, and it will go on repeating after this. Again the remainder will be 3. Repeat ಆಗ್ತದ. So can I tell that whatever the decimal expansion is there, okay, of 1 by 7, decimal expansion of 1 by 7 is 0.14285714285 and so on. Clear? Now whatever is there students, you people saw the decimal expansion of different numbers. Howdenilla? You saw the decimal expansion of different numbers. First one, you will observe madidra 10 by 3 whatever is there, it is 3.33333 and so on. Howdenilla? So what observation do we have over here? After decimal point, the observation is after decimal point, after decimal point, after decimal point, the digits are repeating same and not ending. Okay, repeating same and not ending. Ending ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಾ? ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಆಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ. So on it is continuing. So after decimal point, whatever the digits are there, after decimal point the digits are repeating and they are not ending over here. ಇಲ್ಲೇನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? After decimal point, correct, after decimal point, fine, the digits are not same and are ending over here, my dear students. Clear? Okay, and they are ending over here. What is happening over here? Illen aagta ide. If you observe over here students, fine, after decimal points, okay, the digits after decimal point, the digits are, yes, the digits are what? Nodi, 1428571 banta, mat again 1428571 banta. So can we tell that, can we group students and write it down as 0.1428571? Yes, 57 bar anta bariboda. You know that bar representation means idaadmega repeat ಆಗ್ತದ. ಹೌದೇನಿಲ್ಲ? This also can be written in the form of what? 3.3 bar. ಅಂದ್ರೆ repeat ಆಗತ್ತದ. It is going on, not ending over here. So from here, can we tell that after decimal point the digits are repeating and not ending? Clear? Not ending. Fine students, clear ada? Did you people understand this? Whatever after decimal points are there, the digits are repeating and are not ending. Here after decimal point the digits are not same but are ending. Here after decimal point the digits are repeating after certain number of points and they are not ending. Clear? So in this case 3 different forms of numbers we have got. Okay, ಮೂರು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ numbers ಅನ್ನ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದಾವ. Yes, so 3 different forms of numbers we have got. This kind of number students, we call it as, ನೆನಪಿರಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ, this kind of numbers are called as non-terminating and recurring. Okay, non-terminating and recurring. Clear students? Non-terminate ಆಗತ್ತವ, they are not terminating. Fine, continue ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತದ. Terminating English meaning ಏನ? ಒಂದು ಸರ್ಟನ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಪ್ಪ, ಟರ್ಮಿನೇಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕ, ಎಂಡ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕ. ಇಲ್ಲೇನಾಗತ್ತದ? ಡೆಸಿಮಲ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಹಂಗ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತದ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಸಿ this number is going on continuing over here, we don't know, so it is non-terminating, but whatever decimal point after numbers are there, they are recurring. Here if you see, This number will be what? Terminating and non-recurring. ಅಂದ್ರೆ repeat ಆಗತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. Recurring meaning ಏನ? Recurring means repeat or not repeat. Clear? So here it is terminating and it is non-recurring. Finally over here students, what do we have? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನದ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಡೆ, if you observe, this is nothing but what? This is non-terminating and recurring. Clear? Non-terminating and recurring. Clear? So from here only students, we will have the alternate definition. Fine. Illinda namge ಏನು ಸಿಗ್ತದ? We'll get a alternate definition for your rationals and irrational numbers. Clear? Observe ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. Fine. Observe this. We are going to split this flowchart into two parts. Okay? Yes. So first, I'll name over here it as rational numbers. Fine. Rational numbers. Fine. ಯಾವಾಗ rational number ಆಗ್ತದ? Fine. And ಯಾವಾಗ ನಿಮ್ದು irrational number ಆಗ್ತದ? Okay? Irrational numbers. First definition students, we had started at the earlier of the class. ಅವಾಗ ಏನು definition ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ವಿ ನಾವು? What definition we had given there? We had given the definition that whatever rational number is there, p by q form ನಾಗ express ಆಗಬೇಕಾ. irrational number p by q form ನಾಗ express ಆಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಹೌದೇನಿಲ್ಲ? ಇಷ್ಟು ಕಲ್ತ್ರಿ. Now we know that whatever the numbers are there, 1 by 2, 3 by 2, 5 by 2, 6 by 2, ಈ ಪ್ರತಿ ಒಂದು ನಂಬರ್ಸಿಗ decimal expansion possible ಅದ. Now when we talk about the numbers like root 2, root 3, root 5, root 7, these numbers cannot be expressed in p by q form. ಅದನ್ನ ನೀವು decimal expansion ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟರ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಡೆ ಅದ. ಮೊಬೈಲ್ನಾಗ ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ನೋಡಾತಿರಂದ್ರ ಅತ್ರ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟರ್ ಅದ. If you are watching this video in the laptop, atra calculator ada. Clear? Now what you do students, open the calculator, just put this symbol over here, sorry. Put this symbol square root. Fine, you need to put this symbol square root over here and then put 2. Fine, square root hakri 3 madri, square root hakri 5 madri. And look all these values nodri. Allen agadada, whatever the decimal expansion sigtad nimga. But that after the decimal point, see if that numbers are non-terminating antu 100% irtada. Continue ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತದ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟರ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ನಾಗ ಫೈನೈಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಿರ್ಬೋದ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಸಣ್ಣದಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ ಆನ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಫೈನ್, ನೀವು ಬೇಕಿದ್ರೆ ಇದ್ರ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟರ್ನಾಗ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟರ್ನಾಗ ಇನ್ನಷ್ಟು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಡಿಜಿಟ್ಸ್ ಕಾಣ್ತಾವೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ. Clear? So whatever the decimal expansion of these numbers are there students, it will go on continuing. Clear? So based on that we have two different classifications over here. Okay, so rational numbers based on the decimal expansion. Okay, so this is completely based on decimal expansion. Okay, clear? Based on decimal expansion over here. Now from here students, we have two different categories now. That is nothing but if the decimal expansion of the number is recurring, correct, or if it is non-recurring, terminating. Clear? Non-recurring. Fine, non-recurring irbeka and it should be terminating. Fine, if it is non-recurring, it should be terminating. Then we call it as a rational number. Fine, yav type of number? It can be like this 0.875, or it can be 0.12123, or it can be 0.15678. That's it. So e type of ella numbers ಏನದಾವ ಡೆಸಿಮಲ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆದ್ಮ್ಯಾಗ ರಿಕರಿಂಗ್ ildirbodu. It is not recurring, but it is terminating. Second class of numbers are, they are non-terminating ಇರಬೇಕಾ, and they can be recurring. Okay, non-terminating idra recurring ಇರಬೇಕಾ, then all such numbers will be classified as what? Rational numbers, and this is purely based on decimal expansion of the number. Clear? So in that case the numbers can be 0.23232323 and so on. Nodri, terminate agatilla, it is going on continuing like this. This is non-terminating but recurring. It can be like this also, 0.33. Sir, 0 na yaak tagolathiri? You can take up 100.22222222, so on. You can take like this also, 1.56178, 56178 and so on. So all these numbers are non-terminating but they are recurring over here. Clear, eyes to? Coming to the rational numbers, students, coming to the irrational numbers over here, the number should be what? Non-terminating ಇರಬೇಕಾ, decimal expansion non-terminating ಇರಬೇಕಾ, and it should be what? Non-recurring. ಎರಡು ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಫಾಲೋ ಆಗಬೇಕು. It should be non-terminating also, it should be non-recurring also. Clear? Example, sir, root 2 expansion ನೀವು ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ it will be 1.4123, correct? ಈ ರೀತಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಫೈನ್, ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟರ್ನಾಗ ಬೇಕಿದ್ರೆ ಹಾಕಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀನಿ, ಸೇಮ್ ನಂಬರನ್ನು ಹಾಕಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ, yes, look at this, students. Square root of 2 value is nothing but what? 1.41, correct? 421 35624 and so on. ಈ ರೀತಿ. Clear? It is non-recurring and it is not terminating also. Root 3 value, if you check, students, over here it is nothing but what? 1.730, sorry, 1.7320508076 and so on. Clear? So all these numbers, students, where it is non-terminating and it is non-recurring, we call it as your irrational numbers over here. Ist clear aita? Okay, so this is what I have given over here. Two cases are there when the decimal number is terminating nature, when the decimal representation is non-terminating nature. So expressing this in the P by Q form. Okay, before this idan nodi. Yes, I'll give you this form. First idan kaliyon ನಾವು alternate definition ಅನ್ನ. So alternate definition ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತದ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, rational numbers are nothing but what? The decimal expansion of a rational number is either terminating or non-terminating recurring. Terminating ಆಗ್ತದ, terminating ಆದ್ರೆ ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಆಗಲಿ ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರಲಿ ನಂಗೆ ಏನೂ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. Terminating means it is rational number. Terminating agilla, if it is non-terminating, then it should be repeating, then it will also become a rational number. So the decimal expansion of a rational number is either terminating or non-terminating recurring, and irrational number is the decimal expansion of the irrational number is both non-terminating and non-recurring. Clear? Now if the decimal expansion of the number is terminating or non-terminating recurring, then we can tell over here, students, that whatever this number is there, it can be expressed, okay, correct? Either if it is terminating or non-terminating, nangen gotada, it is a rational number. Rational number andre ena? P by Q form. Rational number means what? P by Q form. So if it is a P by Q form, we know that if it is terminating or non-terminating recurring, it can be expressed in P by Q form for sure. Express ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಇದನ್ನು without any doubt. Fine. ಅದು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದ ಅಂತೇಳಿ two cases ಅದಾವ. Look at this, we have two cases expressing the decimal expansion in P by Q form. Okay, we have two cases. What are the two cases? When the decimal number is of terminating nature and when the decimal representation is of the non-terminating nature. Clear? Fine, students. So illinda na nimge one question bartada. You'll get a question in the exam. definitely sure shot you will get a question in exam. Okay, so that we are going to see it now, how to do it. Okay, yes, so students ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇವಾಗ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಡಿಡ್ ವಿ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಓವರ್ ಹಿಯರ್? ಫೈನ್. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಗಿಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಂದ್ರೆ, ಇಫ್ ದ ನಂಬರ್ ಇಸ್, ನೋಡಿ ಫೈನ್, ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್, ಟರ್ಮಿನೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಫೈನ್, ಟರ್ಮಿನೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಇಫ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದರ್. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್. ಈ ಕೇಸನ್ನು ನೋಡಿ, ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕೇಸ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಟೆಲಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದಾನೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ವೆನ್ ದ ಡೆಸಿಮಲ್ number is of terminating nature and when the decimal representation of is of non-terminating nature. P by Q formally express ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಮಾಡೋಣ? How shall we do this? Understand this. ಇದು ಒಂದು ನಂಬರ್ ಇದೆ. Okay, just I'll explain you through an example. Simple. We have 0.45 as the number. So this can be expressed in the form of 45 divided by 100 over here. Correct ಅಲ್ಲ? 45 divided by 100 ಅನ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. Second one, if we have students, that is 0.131313. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದೆ, all these numbers are nothing but what? This can be replaced by, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡೆಸಿಮಲ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಡೆಸಿಮಲ್ ಅನ್ನ 1 2 3 4 5 6. So it will be 131313 divided by 6 decimal place shift ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ we have to put 6 zeros over here. Clear ಆಯ್ತು? Did you people understand this? Fine. So this is what you have to do. So this both the numbers are of what form? Clear? Sorry. Look at this. You have two numbers ಯಾವ form ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ? These are nothing but of what form? Terminating form. Clear? So these are of the terminating nature. Terminating nature. Clear? Fine. So cancel ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ರೆ cancel ಮಾಡಿ ಬರೀರಿ. 0.45 ಏನು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ 5 9s 5 20s. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ 9 by 20. ಸೊ ಎರಡು ನಂಬರ್ಸನ್ನು ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ವಾಟ್? P by Q. P by Q. Clear? So this is what it tells. If the number is of terminating nature, we can do like this. Number non-terminating nature ಇದ್ರೆ, okay, if your number is of non-terminating nature over here, ಇದನ್ನು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಇವಾಗ. Clear? So if the number is of non-terminating nature, sir, non-terminating nature idre ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? Clear? Understand this concept ಅನ್ನು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Concept ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು important. Fine. Because see what you are going to do students now, first of all, ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ನಂಬರ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ, that is 0.13 bar. ಈ ನಂಬರ್ ಅನ್ನು ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. Clear? 0.13 bar. Now whatever this number is there students, 13 bar ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಇದನ್ನ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಬರಿಬಹುದಾ? 0.13131313 and so on ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಅಲ್ಲ? 0.131313 so on it will go on continuing. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂದರೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ, ಫೈನ್, ಎಷ್ಟು ನಂಬರ್ ಡಿಜಿಟ್ ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಡೆಸಿಮಲ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್? ನೋಡಿ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ 1 3, ಅಗೇನ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ 1 3, again it is 1 3. Clear? So decimal point ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಎರಡೆರಡು digits repeat ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ. So in this case we are going to multiply. Correct? First let us take this number as x. Let x be is equals to 0.13131313 and so on. Clear? So ನಾ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, after decimal place, since two numbers are repeating over here, so what I'll do, I'll multiply both the sides by 100. Clear? ಎರಡು ಸೈಡ್ ಅನ್ನ 100 ಜೊತೆ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡೋಣ. Fine. Why I am doing this students? Because it is we are what? Yes, after decimal point two digits are repeating. That is the reason. 3 digits repeat ಆದರೆ 1000 ಇಂದ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. ಒಂದೇ ಡಿಜಿಟ್ ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಆದರೆ you will multiply it by 10. Clear? 1 digit 10, 2 digits 100, 3 digits 1000. ಇದೇ ರೀತಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದನ್ನ. ಓಕೆ? Yes, so if we multiply over here, so it will be 100x will be equals to, here if I multiply 100, here decimal point shift ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, so 13 point it will be 131313 and so on. Clear? Subtract this. Suppose this is a equation 2 and suppose this is a equation 1 ಅಂತ consider ಮಾಡಿ. Okay, suppose this is a equation 2 and this is a equation 1 over here. So what you are going to do students, subtract. Clear? Subtract 2 from 1. Okay, subtract 2 from 1. ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, this is your 100x is equals to 13.13131313 and so on, and here we have x is equals to 0.13131313 and so on. Clear? Yes, now this is what we have to solve now. Subtract ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. If I do minus over here, so this will be 100x minus x will be 99x, and here it will be 13 minus 0 will be 13, and ಇದೆಲ್ಲ cancel ಆಯ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ. This all got cancelled over here. So 99x is equals to 13 bantu, or from here your x value is nothing but what? 13 by 99. So that is what we have wanted alla. E number anna, this was a non-terminating number. We had to express it in the form of p by q. Terminating idre easy ide, decimal place ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಎಷ್ಟು numbers ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ ಅಷ್ಟು number of 0 ಹಾಕಿ, or else if it is of non-terminating method, this is what we have to do. So this 0.13 bar now students, okay, so 0.13 bar is same as 13 divided by 99. Clear? Is this much concept clear for you people? Yes. Next you go na ivaga. Let us go to next over here. Look at this. So idu homework students nimge madbek ನೀವು. Write the following in decimal form and say what kind of decimal expansion it has. Okay? Decimal expansion ana ಮಾಡಿ terminating ideya non terminating ideya, that is what you have to observe over here ಅಷ್ಟೇ. Whether it is terminating non terminating observe ಮಾಡಿ ಸಾಕು. Clear? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? Yes. Next if you see over here students, ಈ number ಅನ್ನ ನೋಡಿ, they are telling that express 0.47 bar in the form of p by q, where q is not equals to 0. Yes, do it students. ಮಾಡಕ್ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಇದನ್ನ. Yes, just try to do it my dear students. You have to express this number in the form of p by q. Clear? So if you want to express this in the form of p by q, we have 0.47 bar, which is nothing but 0.47474747 and so on. Clear? So ಈ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋ ನಂಬರ್ ಅನ್ನ x ಅನ್ನ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. Let x be equal to 0.47 bar. Clear? Or you can just write it down the same after decimal point expansion, 0.47474747 and so on. So now we can multiply both the sides by 100. Okay, ಎರಡು ಸೈಡ್ ಅನ್ನ 100 ಜೊತೆ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡೋಣ. So this will be 100x will be equals to, here if you multiply students, yeah, because ನೋಡಿ 100 ಯಾಕೆ, we know the reason now, two numbers are repeating, so it will be 47.474747 and so on. Clear ಇದು? Is this part clear to you people? Fine. ಇದನ್ನ equation 2 ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ ಇವಾಗ and take this as equation 1 and that's it. Second step you all know. ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, we have to do 2 minus 1. Clear? So 2 minus 1 ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So which will be nothing but what? 100x. Clear? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ 2 minus 1 will be nothing but 100x will be equal to 47.474747 and so on, and x equals to 0.474747 and so on. Clear? Okay. Now both these equations we need to just subtract them. So 100x minus x will be 99x. Clear? So this will be nothing but what? You have to cancel aita idu because point ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ same ಇದೆ, so it will get cancelled automatically. This will get cancelled, so it will be 47. So we can tell from here that your x is 47 by 99. Clear? So ಏನಾಯ್ತು students, p by q form, p by q form, p and q are integers and they are in the simplest form, correct? So 0.47 bar now can be written in the form of 47 by 99. Clear? Yes. Fine. So next ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು we have operations on real numbers. Clear? So operations on real numbers ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, we know that ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ According to this, they are telling that you have learned that in the earlier classes, rational numbers satisfy the property of commutative, associative and distributive laws. Yes, ಇದನ್ನು ನೀವು ಕಲ್ತಿರ್ತೀರಾ. Yes or no? Whatever rational numbers are there, students, 1 minute. Yes, whatever your rational numbers are there, they satisfy commutative property, associative, distributive law, addition and multiplication. Moreover, if we add, subtract, multiply or divide two rational numbers, we still get a rational number. ಹೌದಲ್ಲ, ಎರಡು rational numbers ಅನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡು ನಾವು add ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, if we do add it or if we multiply it or if we subtract it, any two rational numbers ಮೇಲೆ operations ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ rational numbers ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Yes, very nice. It turns out that irrational numbers also satisfy the commutative, associative, distributive law for addition and multiplication. However, the sum, different quotients and product may not be a irrational number. Here things ಇದೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. If it is a rational number, if you add, subtract, multiply or divide rational numbers, you will again get back a rational number. But irrational number case ನಾಗ ಹಂಗ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ? ಇಲ್ಲ. Rational number ಬರ್ಬೋದು, irrational number ಬರ್ಬೋದು. So that is the cases we are going to go now. Okay, adding two rational numbers. Two rational numbers ಅನ್ನ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ? ಈ ಎರಡು rational numbers ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, these two are rational numbers. So 2 plus root 2 plus 5 plus root 3 plus root 2 minus 3 root 3. Now these two rational numbers are there, we need to add them. Add ಎಲ್ಲಿ? Same rational numbers ಅನ್ನ add ಮಾಡಿ. That is this rational number with this rational number we need to add. So it is nothing but what? 3 root 2. Clear? Plus again ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, this two rational numbers you need to add now. ಇಲ್ಲಿ minus ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ subtract ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. 5 minus 3 is nothing but what? 2 root 3. Clear? So rational part with rational part, same rational part ಇರಬೇಕು. Fine. Irrational part same ಇರೋದ್ರನ್ನ add, subtract ಮಾಡಿ. And whatever the rational whole numbers are there, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸೈಡಿಗೆ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ operations ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. Clear? Is this much clear to you people? ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ students, next if you see over here, multiplying two irrational numbers, sorry. ಎರಡು irrational numbers ಅನ್ನ multiply ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ 6 root 5 we need to multiply by 2 root 5. ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಮಾಡೋದು? Multiply ಮಾಡಿ. 6 with 2 will be nothing but what? 12 root 5 into it will be 5. So illen madideni. So what we have done students over here, if you understand this, whatever this rational part is there, we have multiplied rational part with rational part. Correct? As 6 into 2 12 banta. And whatever the irrational part is there, find whatever the irrational part is there. Yes, so we have 6 into 2 as 12 and root 5 into root 5. So 12 multiplied by, it will be nothing but what? 5 5s are 25. Okay, so here we'll have 12 into what students? Root 25 is nothing but what? 5. So 12 5s are, it is nothing but what? 60 over here. Clear aidu? Is this much part clear to you people? Understood? Simple. Rational part and rational part jote multiply ಮಾಡೋದಾ, irrational part with irrational part. So 5 into 5 25, root 25 value is 5 over here. That's it my dear students. Clear? Next ನೋಡಿ, division of two irrational numbers over here. Divide ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Addition ಹೆಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಲ್ಲ ಹಂಗ subtraction ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. Here if you want to divide, so it will be 8 root 15 divided by 2 root 3. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ same. In multiplication what did we do? Rational part ಅನ್ನ rational part ಜೊತೆ multiply ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. Irrational part with irrational part. So from here students, you'll get this nothing but what over here? This is 2 1s, this is 2 4s. So we have 4. Root 15 can be written as root 5 into 3 divided by root 3. Correct? So here you have 4 into root 5 into root 3 divided by root 3. So ಎರಡು side root 3 ಅನ್ನ cancel ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So what we'll get it as 4 root 5 over here. Division ಮಾಡೋದು. Clear? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? In the case of addition students, same irrational part ಅನ್ನ ಇರಬೇಕು. Okay? Fine. Quick revision ಅನ್ನ ನೀವು ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. See, whenever we are adding a plus root b over here and we are adding a minus root b, so ಇಲ್ಲೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? We need to add this part same and ಇದು rational part with rational part ಅಷ್ಟೇ. Okay? Yes. Multiply ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ same rational part with rational part irrational part with irrational part, and then this is the division over here. Okay, now next important conclusions ನೋಡಿ. ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಕನ್ಕ್ಲೂಷನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡಿ ಇದನ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಇದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡೂ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಓವರ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇಸ್, ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ದ ಸಮ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್, ಓಕೆ, ದ ಸಮ್ ಆರ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ರಾಷನಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ and an irrational number is always irrational. Okay, the sum or difference of a rational number and an irrational number is always irrational. Clear? Let us see this. Fine. E case example anna nodi. The sum of a rational number and an irrational number. Clear? One rational number tagolona. R andre rational number. So my rational number is nothing but what, students, over here? Root of, okay, sorry, I'll take some 3 as my rational number over here. Fine. And irrational number, I'll take it as nothing but what over here? 1 root 2 anna tagolona. So if I sum this, fine. If I find the sum of this, that is r plus s. ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ? 3 plus root 2 and 3 plus root 2. ನೀವೇ ಹೇಳಿ. Whether it is rational number or irrational number, 3 plus root 2, we know that this is your irrational number. Okay. Irrational number. 3 plus root 2 is a irrational number over here. Clear? Yes. Next part nodi. Look at the next part. They are telling that the product or quotient of a non-zero rational number with an irrational number is always irrational. The product of a non-zero rational number. Product of a non-zero rational number with an irrational number. Yes, sir. Idnu kuda explain ಮಾಡಿ sir. ನೋಡಿ. Fine. So here you have this, students. We are telling that whatever the product is there, one rational number anna tagolona. Fine. This is for the first one. Idu bandbitu for the second one. If we take the rational number over here, if we take the rational number, fine. If we take the rational number, non-zero irbeka, 5 tagolona, and we'll take s as nothing but what over here? Root 3. Product madri anna ತರ r into s is nothing but what? 5 root 3. So idu kuda ಏನಾಗ್ತದ? This is also nothing but what? Your irrational number. Correct ಅಲ್ಲ? So ಎಲ್ಲ conclusions verify ಆಗತಾವ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. Clear? Understood this? Fine. Next. Look at this, students, over here. If we add, subtract, multiply or divide two irrational numbers, the result may be rational or may be irrational. Okay? So you are going to practice examples on this. Nim practice ida. Okay? You are going to practice this. You are going to see that if we add and subtract two irrational numbers, or if we multiply two irrational numbers, or if we divide two irrational numbers, fine, result may be rational barboda, irrational barboda. For an example, we'll take this. Fine. Nan ಎರಡು rational, I am taking S1 andre one irrational number as root 5, and S2 another irrational number, I am taking it as minus root 5 over here. Clear? Multiply madri. Fine. If we add this S1 plus S2, ಏನು ಬರ್ತದ? It will be root 5 minus root 5, which is equals to what? 0. And 0 is nothing but what? My rational number over here. 0 is rational. Clear? Similarly, students, if we do S1 into S2 andre ಏನು ಬರ್ತದ? S1 value is root 5 multiplied by S2 value is minus of root 5. So which is minus ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಇರಬಹುದು ನಾನು. So it will be root 5 into root 5, which is equals to what? Minus root 25, which is equals to what? Minus 5. Clear alla? So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಬಂತ? In this case, I am getting nothing but what, students? It is a irrational. Sorry, this is also a rational number. ಇದು ಕೂಡ ಏನದ? This is also a rational number. Okay, this is also a rational number. Clear as to? Is this much clear to you people? It's simple as that. Okay, fine. Sorry, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 5 ಬರಬೇಕಿತ್ತು. Root of 25 is 5. Yes, so 5. Clear? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಏನಾದ್ರು ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತದ ಅಷ್ಟ. So these are the 3 important conclusions we have. Clear? Okay? Yes. Now next, students, we have identities on real numbers. Identities on real numbers andre ena? We have ಕೆಲವೊಂದು identities ಅದಾವ. So first identity ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟ we have a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square, correct? So real numbers anmaga, when we are talking about real numbers, let us talk about only the real identities that we want, clear? That is real numbers maga, fine. On the identities of real numbers, students, when we talk about real numbers, we have rational numbers. Real numbers nag nimda rational numbers bartada, and you have nothing but what? Irrational numbers also. Rational numbers, and you will have irrational numbers as well. Clear aidu? Fine. Now, what are the identities over here? Identities ಬಗ್ಗೆ think ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಏನೇನು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಟೀಸ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತದಾವ? ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಸಿ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ. ಎಸ್, ಒಂದೇ ನಿಮಿಷ. ಫೈನ್, ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಎಸ್, ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ನಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಟೀಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಡೂ ಯು ಪೀಪಲ್ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ದ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಟೀಸ್ ದಟ್ ಯು ಪೀಪಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿಡ್ ಇನ್ ಯೋರ್ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್? ಓಕೆ, ನಾನು ಕೂಡ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರಿವಿಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ತೀನಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ, ಬಟ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಗಿವ್ ಯು ಇನ್ ಅ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್ so that it should not be a confusion to you people. Okay, yes, fine, yes. So we have this identity, students. So first identity bandbitta nimda root of ab, square root of ab is equals to square root of a into square root of b. Adhe riti second one we have square root of a by b is equals to square root of a divided by square root of b. Andre these identities are applicable for a rational numbers also, irrational numbers also. Third one nodri. Third one, students, we have, yes, square root of a plus square root of b into square root of a minus square root of b will be equals to, it is nothing but what? A minus b. Other riti itrag ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ alteration ಮಾಡಿದು ಅಂದ್ರ that is nothing but square root of a plus b into square root of a minus b will be equal to a minus b square. Okay, clear aidu? Are these four identities clear for you people? Fine, yes. Let us move on to the next. Fine, next identity is not really. If we take this, fine, that is fifth one, square root of a plus square root of b whole square is equals to a square, sorry, a square baralla. The identity for this is nothing but what? A plus b plus 2 times of square root of ab. Okay, clear? Okay, fine. Similarly, students, sixth identity we have, that is square root of a minus square root of b whole square is equals to a plus b minus 2 times of square root of ab. Okay, done. That's it. Seventh one, if we see students over here, that is nothing but what? Square root of a plus square root of b into square root of c plus square root of d. Okay, yella rational irrational numbers adava. So from here it will be square root of ac plus square root of ad plus square root of bc plus square root of bd. So these are the identities you have. 7 identities adaville. Clear? First ಏನದ, whatever product of two numbers is there, either rational ada or irrational ada, no need to worry. You can write it down as square root of a multiplied by square root of b. ಇಲ್ಲಿ division nagiದ್ರ we can separate it and write. ಇಲ್ಲಿ multiplication ada, and here we have what? Division. Next, this is what? Of this kind. ಈ identity ಕಲ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ, a minus b into a plus b is equals to what? A square minus b square. Same rule, a minus b. Clear? What is happening over here? Square root into square root will be a. Clear? b ಏನದ? Free from square root ಅದ ಅಂದ್ರೆ rational number ಅದ. Rational number square ತಗೋರಿ. And this is nothing but what? A plus b whole square expansion a minus b whole square. This is the multiplication of it. So this is what we have as identities on what? The numbers over here. So these are your example 15 problems over here. ನೀವು ಆರಾಮ್ಸೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. So first one ನಾ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. Look at this. So over here we have, students, 5 root 7 multiplied by 2 root 5. ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ಏನದ ಇದ, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಓವರ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ದ ರಾಷನಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಸೇಮ್, ಎಲ್ಲ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಅದಾವ. ಸೊ ವಿ ನೋ ದಟ್ ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ 5 into 2. ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಇವೆರಡು ರಿಯಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್, ಸಾರಿ, all these are real numbers only, but these are your rational numbers and these are your irrational numbers over here. So multiply them accordingly now. So 5 into 2 plus, next it will be 5 into root 5. ಯಾವ ರೂಲ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡತ್ತೇನೆ ನಾನು? ದಿಸ್ ರೂಲ್. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ರೂಲ್ ಓವರ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಓಕೆ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ರೂಲ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್. ಫೈನ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಏನಾತ 5 into 2 plus 5 into root 5 plus it will be nothing but what, 2 into 5 into root 5 aata, 2 into root 7, 2 into root 7 plus we have root 7 into root of 5. So from here students, 5 to the it will be 10 over here plus it will be 5 root 5 plus it will be nothing but what, 2 root 7. ಇದನ್ನ ಎರಡು ನೀವು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ರೂಲ್ ಇಂದ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ರೂಟ್ a into root b is root of ab, ಕಂಬೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬರೆದರೆ root of 35. So this is our required answer. Okay na ellarigu? Is this clear for everyone? This is a required answer over here. Okay, fine. Yes. Next students, coming to the next part over here. Yes. ಯಾವ್ದಾರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂತ ಬೇಕಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ, we can try with the second one over here. Remaining two you can do it as an homework. So here we have 5 plus root 5 multiplied by 5 minus root 5. ಯಾವ ರೂಲ್ ನೋಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕಂತೂ ಸೇಮ್ ಅದ, that is this rule, a plus root b into a minus root b, just the ulta. Fourth one the ulta. ಇಲ್ಲೇನಾಗ್ತದ, rational part square, a square minus just b. So here also it will be 5 square minus just root of b. b andre ಏನದ 5 ಅದ. So it will be 25 minus 5. So this is equals to what, 20. ನೋಡ್ರಿ, this both are rational irrational numbers. ಎರಡು irrational numbers ಅದಾವ, ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ rational ಬರತ್ತದ. ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಕೂಡ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ವೆರಿಫೈ ಆತ. Okay, clear everyone? Let us move on to next students over here. That is nothing but what, rationalizing the denominator. One ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋ ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ rationalize ಮಾಡಬಹುದು? How can we rationalize it? So suppose students ನೋಡಿ, ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಥ್ರೂ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. Suppose we have this number, you think real number ada, 2 minus root 3 ada. We want to rationalize this. Okay, so if you want to rationalize this students, the rule says that multiply this number by what, 2 plus root 3 and divide this number by what, 2 plus root 3 over here. Multiply by 2 plus root 3, divide by 2 plus root 3. Plus ಯಾಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡತ್ತೀರಂದ್ರ, the meaning of rationalization is denominator ನಾಗ ಏನ್ ಸೈನ್ ಇರ್ತದಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ denominator ನಾಗ ಏನ್ ಸೈನ್ ಅದ, we have the negative sign over here. So in denominator whatever sign is there students, you are just going to take the opposite of that and you are going to solve this. ಇಲ್ಲಿ opposite ತಗೊಂಡಿನಿ, ಮೈನಸ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಬೇರೆ ತಗೋತೀನಿ, ಅವಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ. So here we have 2 plus root 3 divided by we have 2 minus root 3 multiplied by 2 plus root 3. ಯಾವ ರೂಲ್ ಮತ್ತ, a minus root b, a plus root b. So this whatever square is there minus b. So it will be 2 plus root 3 divided by 4. 4 ಯಾಕೆ ಬಂತ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ, the real part rational part square minus it will be 3. ಯಾವ ರೂಲ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿನ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಬೇಡ್ರಿ. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್ ಟು ಯು ಪೀಪಲ್ ಓವರ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ರೂಲ್, ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ರೂಲ್, that is suppose if we have a plus root b multiplied by a minus root b, so it will be nothing but what, a square minus b. Okay, a square minus b. So from here students, this is nothing but what, it is 2 plus root 3 by 1 over here. Clear aidu? Is this understood for you people? Clear? 2 plus root 3 banta. So this is a first one, this is first one, and here we have the second one, that is root 5 divided by 5 plus root 3. We want to rationalize this. Okay, so ಏನು ನೋಡಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಡ್ರಿ, just you understand that ಇಲ್ಲೇನದ plus sign ಅದ sir. Yes, very nice. So what you have to do students, multiply by 5 minus root 3 and divide by 5 minus root 3 over here. That's it, simple. ಅಷ್ಟ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಇರಲಿ ಇರ್ರಾಷನಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಇರಲಿ ಏನೂ ಇರಲಿ, ಸೈನ್ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಅದ್ರ ಆಪೋಸಿಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಅಂಡ್ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ರಾಷನಲೈಸೇಷನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಒನ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ. Rationalizing the denominator means whatever the sign is there over here, students, whatever the number is there, even if it is 1 by root 2, so ನೀವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಆ ಕೇಸ್ನಾಗ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಬೈ ರೂಟ್ 2 ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಬೈ ರೂಟ್ 2, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇದ್ರಾಗ ರ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ 0 ಅದಲ್ಲ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಅದ? ಫೈನ್. Whatever the number is there, if it is of the form a plus root b, multiply and divide by that opposite sign. So here minus minus. Clear? Now let us do the multiplication step over here. So it will be root 5 multiplied by 5 minus root 3 divided by, we have a plus root b, a minus root b, so it will be 5 square minus root, yes, 5 square minus 3 ಆಗ್ತದೆ, because according to the rule. Okay, so from here if you multiply this, it will be 5 into root 5 minus root 3 into root 5 divided by, it will be nothing but what, students? Note really, 5 square is 25, 25 minus 3 is nothing but what, 22. Clear? So from here, students, you'll have 5 root 5 minus root 15 divided by 22. Okay, this is the answer. Clear ellarigu? Is this understood for everyone? Simple. So ishta ada, and in the last topic for you people is this law of exponents of the real numbers. Okay, so new real law of exponents kalitiri. You people will study law of exponents, but for what? Any usual numbers. Yaudu one usual number idra adak law of exponents kalitiri. But here whatever you have, students, you have that. You would have used the following laws of exponents which you have learned in your earlier classes. Already you have studied. Here n and a, n and m are natural numbers. They are natural numbers. A is called as the base and m and n are the exponents. Okay. Now coming to the rule. Rule ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತದೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. The rule says that a to the power of m into a to the power of n. If you want to multiply this, ಇಲ್ಲೇನದಾವ, the bases are same over here. The powers are different or exponents are different. So in that case, it is a to the power of m plus n. Clear? If the bases are same, add the exponents. Next rule says over here that, yes, look at this, a to the power of m whole to the power of n, okay, is nothing but a to the power of m into n. Clear? Is this clear for you people? Fine. All these are laws of exponents. Explain ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಆಗೈತಿ. ಹಿಯರ್ a ಪವರ್ m ಬೈ a ಪವರ್ n, ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ, ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಸಬ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಎರಡು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋನೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ. ಆಸ್ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಆಸ್ ದಟ್. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? a ಪವರ್ m b ಪವರ್ m, ಹಿಯರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋನೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಸೇಮ್. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಆರ್ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ a ಅದ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ b ಅದ, ಬಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೋನೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಸೇಮ್. ಸೊ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಬೋತ್ ದ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ a into b and raise to the power of m over here. Is this clear for everyone? ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಅದ ಏನಿದ? Yes. Concept, is this clear? Fine. ಇದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ we have certain ನಿಮ್ದು exercise ಅದ, but we can take certain examples over here. That is nothing but, students. Fine. First rule mag ನೋಡ್ರಿ. We'll take one example for each of them. Okay. So we will take the first one. First rule mag ಒಂದು example ಅನ್ನ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. Yes. So let us take a to the power of m into a to the power of n is a to the power of m plus n. Correct alla? You can take any numbers. 2 to the power of 3 into 2 to the power of 1 by 2. Clear? M and n are real numbers over here, students. So ilinda ಏನು ಆಗ್ತದ? Bases are same ಅಲ್ಲ. So it will be 2, 3 plus 1 by 2 ಆಗ್ತದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. So which will be nothing but what? 2 to the power of 3 to the 6, 6 plus 1 is 7, 2 to the power of 7 by 2. Okay, clear? Is this understood to you people? Is this understood or not? Fine. Second rule, if you see, students, over here, second rule, a to the power of m divided by a to the power of n, it will be a to the power of m minus n. Okay, clear? So ಈ ರೂಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ ನೀವು ನೋಡಿದ್ರ, this is actually third rule. ಇಲ್ಲೇ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕರೆಸ್ಪಾಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಲಿ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳತೀನಿ. 3 to the power of 3 divided by 3 to the power of 1 by 3. ಏನಾಗ್ತದ, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ 3 to the power of 3 minus 1 by 3. Bases are same, 3 3 ಅದಾವ. So which will be nothing but what, students? 3 to the power of 3 3s are 9 minus 1 andra 8 by 3. Clear? Yes. Third one, if you see, students, over here, third one if you see, we have, okay, third one rule ಏನೈತೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಡೆ, we had a power m whole power n, correct? That is 2 power of 5 whole to the power of 1 by 6. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊರಿ. So it will be 2 to the power of, yes, I'll write down the rule first. It is a to the power of m whole to the power of n, which will be a to the power of m into n. Clear? Example ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ 2 to the power of 1 by 5 whole to the power of 5. ಏನಾಗ್ತದ ಆ ಕೇಸ್ನಾಗ, it will be 2 power of 1 by 5 into 5 cancel ಆಗ್ತದ, which is 2 to the power of 1. Simple as that. And last rule we have, students, over here, that is the rule number 4. Again simple. It says that if a power m other into b power m other, then we can combine and write it down as a b to the power of m. 2 to the power of 2 ಯಾಕೆ ತಗೊಳ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಿ, 5 ತಗೋರಿ. 5 to the power of 2 into 3 to the power of 2. Correct one? Yes, whatever the exponent is there, it should be same over here. So which will be 5 into 3 to the power of 2, which is equals to what, students? 15 square. 15 square under 225. Clear? So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು rational numbers ತಗೊಂಡೇನಿ. It can be irrational numbers also. Same rule will be followed, because whatever this is there, it is for the real numbers. Fine? Completely for the real numbers. So that's it, my dear students. ಇದು ಒಂದು exercise ಅದ. Solve ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಇದನ್ನ. Important exercise ಅದ. Solve the problems. Clear? Because from here only you will get questions in the exam. Solve this all the problems so that there will no be confusion for you people. Okay na? Yes. So that's it, my dear students. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳೋ ಪ್ರಕಾರ fine. Whatever your real numbers is there, complete ಆಗಿ one shot ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಮುಗಿಸಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ important topics ಅದಾವ, that also I have told you. Now don't get over confidence. ಮತ್ತು ಈಸಿ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಐತಿ, ನೋಡೋನು ಮುಂದೆ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಬರ್ತೈತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ ದ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಡೇ, ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಟೈಮ್ನಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ರೀಸನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ದ ಥಿಯರಿ ಇಸ್ ದ, ರೆಫರ್ ಇಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಇಯರ್. ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. ಅಲಾಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಯು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವ, ಐಡೆಂಟಿಟೀಸ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವ, ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ರೂಟ್ 2 ಆನ್ ದ ರಿಯಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಲೈನ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅದ, ಬರ್ತದ. ವಿತ್ ದ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಂಪಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಅದನ್ನ. ಐ ಹೋಪ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇಷ್ಟು ಹೇಳೋದು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಐತಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸೆಷನ್ನಾಗ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸಿಗೋಣಂತ. ಟಿಲ್ ದೆನ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಟೇಕ್ ಕೇರ್ ಆಫ್ ಯರ್ ಹೆಲ್ತ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಮೈ ಡಿಯರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಎವ್ರಿ ಒನ್.